Hello, hello, hi. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Erica LaShawn and welcome to my channel. Today is July 14th, 2022. It's 2:43 p.m. So I'm here with another topic. Um, Please like, share, and subscribe. So here we go. Today I want to talk about dolphins because I like dolphins. And my godmother, the late Velma Tillerson, God rest her soul, she told me one time that her and my godfather George, they got me a present. It was a bracelet with a bunch of dolphins hooked to each other, and it was really pretty. I remember the bracelet, and she said, Erica, you just love dolphins. You just love dolphins. And then she said, I think it was my birthday or something was coming up or whatever. So Velma asked my mother, like, Jean, what you think I should get her? And my mother told her dolphins. I don't know. I don't remember having any love for dolphins as a preteen or adolescent. But anyway. So I just kind of want to talk about dolphins today because they are very interesting creatures, and I want to touch on something that, you know, I guess it's a conversation piece, I guess. But so back to dolphins. Well, we never left dolphins, but I went on a girls' trip years ago, and we went to Cancun. So while I was in Cancun, I wanted to swim with the dolphins. So, they have different excursions and different things you can do, when you go on vacation or whatever. So we went to swim with the dolphins. So right before you go in, they have a brief little tutorial or whatever. So they talk about dolphins and, give you a little insight or whatever. And so I learned then that dolphins, they're kind of in danger because when people like go out and have parties on the lake, or you know how you can go to a straight up party but everybody got boats and jet skis and swimming and stuff like that, but they are also partying. There's alcohol involved. So when you like have a 6-pack of beer, when you take that plastic, those rings off, I guess, I don't know, people are, or fishermen, fisher women, fisher people, they go out, and fishing is a pastime. People enjoy going out on the lake. They crack a brew, whatever. But so I'm not sure who's doing it, but those plastic ring things are, and they end up in the water. That goes to, they travel to oceans and, all that stuff. So anyway, the dolphin, they're long, I don't want to call it a nose, but their long part of their face, it gets caught in the rings, so they can't open their mouths. Like when they're swimming or whatever, it'll get on their nose or mouth, and they can't open their mouths once it gets stuck on there. So they end up dying and stuff like that. So then they talked about, they asked if anybody was pregnant or had any like screws in their bones or maybe plates or something, because dolphins are able to know. They know these things. And if you're pregnant, you can't swim with them because they'll take that nose thing is hard. It's like a baseball bat. It's really hard. And the instructors were saying that, they may not be intending to hurt you, but they could, because they just know, and they know your density. I'm gonna get into, I wonder if this stuff is real, but anyway, the instructors were saying they kind of know your density. I don't know, I don't remember if they know how, I don't think they know how much you weigh, but they use the word density, things of that nature. So they gave us a little brief little overview. So now it's time to get in the water. Now I'm nervous because I'm like, okay, a dog, a cat, That's one thing. I've held a snake before. Okay, hamsters, rabbits, whatever. My friend LaJoya had a rabbit. Oh, and we played with it. But anyway, um, now I'm nervous because I'm like, now I'm not around wildlife like that, So I'm like, all right. So we all have on life jackets, and it's a group of, it's about 7 of us, I think. I don't know. So now we all in there waiting. So, I'm kicking my legs around, flapping my arms around, but I'm nervous. Excuse me. So I'm like, oh my God, where are they? I'm like, what? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? So we waited a couple of minutes, and all of a sudden, one just swooshed past. I could see it under the water. So I was like, oh my God, there it go. There it go. There it go. I'm freaking out. So it was a good experience. It was a nice experience. They came around. They'll come around you. I got to rub on them and stuff, and they're really smooth one way, and then when you go the other way, it's rough. So the instructors were, just guiding us on, I guess making us feel comfortable or whatever. So it was a good experience, and then we did something called a foot push. So we all took turns, and you got to lay on your belly and flex your feet, not point your feet, flex your feet upward, and just kind of put your arms out and lay like that. And the dolphins were trained to come in. 2 of them one would put his long nose thing on one foot, and the other one would put the nose thing on the other foot, and then they would swim, and they would like push you, like it was like you was flying, but you were like on top of the water. So we all did that, and they was going like really, really fast or whatever. So we all took turns doing that, and then that's about it. And then they made them wave goodbye. So they came up and waved goodbye, and so that's when I really fell in love with dolphins. And I have the photo. I think I paid an extra $20. Oh, we took photos. I think I paid extra for the photo. Oh, do I have the video? I probably did the whole shebang. I may have the VHS. No, I don't know. Anyway, so the foot push. Oh, the photo. It's on my wall right now. And it is supposed to be the dolphin giving me a kiss, but that's, they don't kiss you. But that's what it's supposed to look like. And I leaned in for the photo. I was scared to death. You can't see it on the photo. You cannot. I flipped that switch like, jeez. It made it seem like I was comfortable. I was scared to death. Anyway, so the topic about dolphins, I had to share my dolphin story, and I still like dolphins. Oh, and they talked about that, dolphins have that big forehead. I'm not sure if it's I really didn't want to go to my Wikipedia, but I don't know if it's some sort of cerebral. Oh, the anatomy. Ooh. All right. Because I'm not doing this properly. I'm calling it the long nose thing and stuff like that. But, snouts. Okay, so snouts. That's what it's called. But anyway, back to their big forehead. The stomach. Anyway, dolphins got that. Some dolphins, because there are different types. So some have, some don't, because I'm looking at these photos right here. So some have it's called the melon. MELON. So that's that part right in the front. So people have talked about, dolphins having their own language and stuff like that. I was looking through my literature, and some say it's true, some say it's not. I'm not sure, whatever. Anyway, but that melon in the front helps. They're really intelligent. That's what the um, instructors were saying, and they know stuff. I don't know why I brought up the big four, the snout. I mean the melon. Anyway, so slate.com, Slate, slate.com has an article posted by Miriam Goldstein. This is May 13th, 2009. But so this Miriam posted this thing, and I believe she's a marine biologist, because the first paragraph kind of opens up to, gives you a snapshot of who she is, and she talks about when people find out that she's a marine biologist, like at a party or cocktail party or whatever, this particular topic kind of comes up. All right, I never even told you the topic. The topic is dolphins are aggressive. Excuse me. And they're not as sweet as people think they are. And they can be vicious. So my experience was positive, but I think dolphins, they got a bad reputation. I'm not sure, but we don't, people don't see dolphins like that. They jump up, they jump down. Oh, they did that too in Cancun. They had them do a bunch of tricks before they waved goodbye. But anyway, so this article on slate.com, this marine biologist talks about dolphins are not gentle. They are not psychic. They do not impart on some eco wisdom for deep spiritual truth. Dolphins are violent predators with a predilection, predilectation. They in other words, they are prone to killing their babies and rape. I'm not sure if I could say that, because when I'm hearing from other YouTubers, if you say certain words, you get flagged or whatever. And then you got to be careful about what you name the video. So I'm just going to say R. Just to be on the safe side. So as far as R is concerned, a few years ago at work, we all sitting around talking or whatever, and one of my unit mates, we were talking about dolphins. I don't know how we got on dolphins or whatever, but and he was like, dolphins, they can get kind of rapey. And I was like, what? I said, huh? And he was like, well, yeah, they can be kind of, whatever. So I was like, so somebody at work gave me the nickname Lady Google years ago, because I love Google. And I want to know stuff. So it's so easy for me to jump on Google and find out things. So I jumped on Google. And I started looking into it. I'm like, you're kidding me. So this was a couple years ago. So we're going to talk about it today. So the dark secrets that dolphins don't want you to know is, I just ended that part. I feel it's my duty to warn you, despite the risk of insulting creatures made of hundreds of pounds of muscle and rows of sharp teeth. Another secret. Dolphin sex can be violent and coercive. Gangs of 2 or 3 male bottlenose dolphins isolate a female from the pod and forcibly mate with her, sometimes for weeks at a time. To keep her in line, they make aggressive noises, threatening movements, and even smack her around with their tails. And if she tries to swim away, they chase her down. Horny dolphins have also been known to target human swimmers. Demi Moore is rumored to have had a close encounter of the finny kind. So in one of my papers over here, it talks about humans, and people have said that They've been out swimming and stuff, and a dolphin tried to violate them sexually. We'll get into that. Anyway, dolphins kill harbor porpoise babies. In Scotland, scientists found baby harbor. And wait a second. A dolphin it's a mammal. It's an animal. So, okay, you know, I'm just saying that because, you don't think a dolphin is a dolphin. So, they do stuff. Humans do stuff. Okay, back to the porpoise babies. Um, they found harbor porpoises washed up with horrific internal injuries. They thought the porpoises might have been killed by weapons tests until they found the tooth marks. Later, dolphins were caught on film pulping the baby porpoises. The dolphins even used their echolocation to aim their blow at the porpoise's vital organs. So that mellow thing in there, that big, yeah, they can use that. All right. The scariest part is dolphins can wreak havoc day and night without sleeping. A recent study found that dolphins could stay awake for 5 days straight with no loss of mental acuity. The dolphins didn't even need to make up sleep at the end of the study, though the scientists sure they did. Oh well, if the dolphins ever evolve thumbs, we're in trouble. It will be like a slasher film remake of Douglas Adams' So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. Okay, whatever. If I wash up with pulped innards and dolphin tooth marks, you'll know why. After all, you'll never hear about the people that the dolphins put out to sea. Okay, so that was her take on it. But back on dolphins, I mean, oh my gosh, it was this was maybe 4 years ago. This people were out looking at the was it a dolphin that came? Let me not. I don't want to put. This is bad enough, so I'm not gonna put nothing more on dolphins. But anyway, do dolphins attack humans? So it just goes into it goes into the whole sex part. While dolphins have always had a reputation for being some of the friendliest creatures around, they might not be as friendly as you thought. These ultra intelligent animals can be dangerous, even with that perpetual smile. Unfortunately, dolphins have been responsible for vicious and sometimes fatal human attacks. Come dive in with us and we'll explore. And yada, yada, yada. So, people often wonder, do dolphins attack humans? And while fatal dolphin attacks on humans are extremely rare, there is one reported instance that occurred in 1994 in Sao Paulo, Saopaulo, in Brazil. It's documented that internal injuries led to the death of a man after being rammed by a dolphin. So I don't think it's really too many stats on that. And then in 2013, someone named Valerie Ryan went swimming off the coast of County Clare, Ireland, next to the Doolin Pier. For reasons unknown, Dusty, a typical friendly dolphin who was known for swimming around with the locals, got a bit aggressive that day. So did he, what? Okay, so same story. Unfortunately, she had a damaged lung, 3 broken ribs, and 6 spinal fractures, and had to take 5 months off of work. So I guess they just beat you with the fin, throw you around. 2019, a bottlenose dolphin attacked a 10-year-old girl. This was in Cancun, Mexico. Oh, thank God, them dolphins didn't. Well, those are in captivity, so they're trained. Anyway, the girl was dragged underwater. Okay, here we go right here. I didn't want to speak on it because I didn't know if it was a dolphin or not. So 2019, 1922, 3 years ago. I said 4. So this is what I was talking about. This family, people were out and about looking at the, wildlife or whatever. And the girl was sitting up on the railing, like, and it was just like a normal situation. Dolphins was going around, stuff like that. This dolphin jumped up, grabbed her by her dress, and straight up yanked her in the water. Her grandfather was standing there because he was standing there with her. She just wasn't sitting there unsupervised. He was standing there. So when the dolphin yanked her, and I saw the footage, when the dolphin yanked her down into the water, instantly the granddaddy jumped in after her and came to her rescue or whatever. But that's what this is. This was in Cancun. The girl was dragged underwater in a floating closed sea tank, but thankfully survived with just bite marks and scratches. Yep, that's what I didn't want to put it on the dolphin, but I knew I saw that. But anyway, do dolphins bite? Yes, dolphins are hunters, and they will bite when hunting down prey or protecting themselves. They have incredibly sharp teeth, and they use to rip their food apart. You'll find anywhere between 80 to 100 teeth in the mouth of a bottlenose dolphin, which they use to secure and grip their prey. So, I mean, they're animals. They're mammals. They're animals. They're wild. In 2002, a few authorities put out warnings for English Weymouth Harbor swimmers. So I don't know where that is because I'm jumping around. Saying the dolphins get sexually aggressive. In addition, the authorities noted that a male dolphin had already attempted to mate with a few divers. So, I don't know. Another example, Margaret Howe, Howe, a lab assistant researching dolphins, allowed her test subject, Peter, the dolphin, to rub his body on her hands and legs while researching the way in which dolphins communicate. She described the relationship as a, quote, sexual one on his part, unquote. Who's paying for this? Who's paying for these studies? Anyway, while dolphins don't necessarily rape or injure humans on purpose, they do exactly that within their own species. In 2004, a group of scientists performed a long-term behavioral study on a group of bottlenose dolphins in Shark Bay, Australia. The scientists found that the male dolphins will go out in gangs and chase and mate with female dolphins. All right, we've been there, done that. So, dolphins can be mean without reason. Humans can too. Dolphins like to torture their prey before eating, which is not something commonly seen with other species. For example, an octopus, they're deadly animals with unique defense mechanisms, so dolphins need to exercise caution if they want to eat them. For this reason, dolphins will often beat an octopus up by tossing them around the ocean floor relentlessly, smashing them into smaller pieces before they eat them. Okay, dolphins gotta eat too. In other cases, dolphins have been bludgeoning porpoises around in the hundreds without even eating them. So, I guess they do it for sport. I don't know. Some reasons why dolphins are more dangerous than you may think. They bite, they attack. They're always developing new ways to hunt and kill their prey. They sometimes hunt in groups of 1,000 or more. They frequently torture their food before eating it. I just read that. They murder other animals just for fun. So, now I found this interesting because dolphin meat. All right. So it gets down to mahi mahi. I've never had mahi mahi before. I love seafood, creatures of the sea. Never had mahi mahi. I can't eat eel. That's one thing. Oh my God. I tried it once, never again. My stomach felt like it was being twisted. It was so painful. So I'm good on eel, but never had mahi mahi, but people say that's dolphin. So what I learned is it's not. So the is it the Hawaiian name? In Hawaii, they eat mahi mahi in Hawaii a lot. And okay, mahi mahi is really a fish called dolphin fish. It's not a dolphin. It's dolphin fish. That's what mahi mahi is. So if you go somewhere and it's on the menu, it's not flipper. You know what I'm saying? But the people, they came up with the term. They wanted, it's not related to dolphins at all. So they named dolphin fish mahi mahi. So it's not related at all. But excuse me, people do eat dolphins, like the flipper. So in Taiwan, it's illegal. They have, you can't, you know what? In Asia, they eat a lot of stuff that I just don't understand. I saw a thing where they love bat soup. Bats. They boil them, skin them, you know, to each his own. But this particular article, the BBC, they get all into stuff. Cindy Sue, S-U-I, Sui, with the BBC News. And this article is called Why Taiwan's Illegal Dolphin Meat Trade Thrives. Because they know. I watched this one thing. Oh, God. I watched this one thing where rats. But this lady, they loved her rats. She had a little, and I forgot what country this was in, but it was in Asia somewhere. But she had a restaurant and people was in there. And she showed how she did it and stuff like that. She like had them all. And to kill them, she would put them in boiling water. So she had a big old pot. And she would boil them. And then she would take them out, skin them, take their hair off and, skin them, chop them up, saute them, vegetables, rice. And it looked nice on the plate. That's the part that I was just like, oh my God. The plating was beautiful. Straight up rat. And people was in there. They loved it. She had good rat. Anyway, so back to this in Taiwan. A crew went undercover and they went to Yunlin, Yunlin, in western Taiwan, where there is a long tradition of eating dolphin. Considered good for one's health, even though it's full of mercury, dolphin meat is so commonly eaten here that it is called the quote-unquote ocean's pork. It is an open secret among locals. Because it is illegal, they went undercover and ordered dolphin meat at a stall known to sell it. Maybe a stall. But the boss said she no longer sold it. So, asked whether the fried cakes she served actually contained the meat, she did not deny it. So, yeah, she's selling it, but it's like in a little croquette, little patty, little fried dolphin, you know. Quote unquote, the boss said, some people say that it's dolphin meat, unquote, because it is. Because it is. Anyway, so back to this. So they over there, it's illegal, but they selling it. Oh, they found a stockpile. A stockpile was seized in Taiwan. It was a fishing port. Coast Guard officials routinely check boats returning from sea to see if illegal marine life has been caught. Despite a stiff penalty up to 5 years in jail and a maximum fine of $50,000, dead dolphins, they have been found. So, a little sting operation. Officials estimate 150 dolphins were killed, and this was in March, early March. I don't know what year. They found 7.5 tons of dolphin meat in a warehouse refrigerator in southern Taiwan. It was the largest stockpile discovered in many years. So, I wonder if that's happening in America. Well, this fisherman, who is this? Some fisherman said, because the mammals need to breathe and cannot survive for more than 5 to 10 minutes without oxygen, they drown in the nets. So they're still on. Okay, this is, I didn't jump to how they catch them. But anyway, they drown in the nets and they are dead by the time they are brought up to the boats. Some experts believe several thousand dolphins die this way each year. Okay, so this is it's a picture of this fisherman. Local fishermen told BBC they felt no sympathy for the dolphins. This is the root of the problem. So in Taiwan laws, they're sometimes passed because the government feels it must do something, including protect Taiwan's image. But on the grassroots level, people have not brought they have not brought into the need for the law. They feel that dolphins are their worst enemy. They eat their fish that they're trying to catch. So I guess they don't like dolphins. All right, moving on. So, anyway, they're hard to catch. So back to them attacking people. Some little girl, 10 years old, she was dragged underwater. She got those teeth marks in Cancun. Is this the same girl? This is the same girl I was talking about. Okay, moving forward. That was in 2019, I'm sorry. Same thing. All right, so The Insider. TheInsider.com, this is an article. It's titled, Dolphins Are Dangerous Animals That Could and Kill Your Baby. So I kind of flipped through this real quick. Apparently, a couple from North Carolina traveled to Hawaii last month to pursue their dream of having a dolphin-assisted birth for their baby due in July. The Charlotte Observer reports this. The couple is hoping to bond with animals in the wild, spending time in the water with them before and after birth. If the new parents are quote-unquote lucky, they may even be able to have the baby in the water. The Sirius Institute, the organization helping with the odd birth plan, says on their website. Now, you got to be crazy. I can see having it in the tub, or sometimes people, the midwife or the they come over. Dang, it's another term I want to use, but they have home births. a doula. They come and assist you, but to put yourself out in the ocean, people is crazy. It is about, okay, quote, quote, it is about reconnecting as humans with the dolphins so we can coexist in this world together and learn from each other, unquote. But no, there's a chain, a food chain. We can't get in that chain. They'll eat us. The mom to be told the Observer it brings peace, comfort, and strength to the mother and baby during labor, unquote. That's what the mom to be said. Although dolphins can be incredibly intelligent and are often affectionate toward and form bonds with humans, they have been known to give gifts to people in Australia, team up with Brazilian fishermen, and blow fun bubble rings, for example. The animals can be incredibly dangerous too, as we said earlier. They try to and drown people. They gang their females and sometimes hold them hostage for weeks. I said that. They murder baby porpoises for fun. They kill babies of rival male dolphins. Because as soon as her child dies, a female dolphin is ready to be AR'd and impregnated immediately. All right, okay, anyway, okay. Back to this lady. I'm trying to get back to this lady. Unless dolphins are raised in captivity and specifically taught how to interact safely with humans, they are still wild animals that can weigh up to 600 pounds. So this, whoever this was, in my opinion, this has to be hands down one of the worst natural birthing ideals anyone has ever had. And that's saying a lot. Oh, a marine biologist from the Discover blog. Christy Wilcox, unquote. Another quote. Dear God, no, just no. So don't, whatever. So this one is really cute. Its title is by vox.com, but Dylan Matthews, this was in 2016, but 7 adorable animals that are murderous monsters. So we're not going through all that because we're talking about dolphins. But where them dolphins at? Oh, baby polar bears are too cute. That thing will slap your head off your neck. Dolphins are unspeakably evil. Dolphins are, we know. So I'm going to skim around. We know they're dangerous. And I'm not saying this stuff over and over. I know. I'm just looking for something different. This is the same information. Yep. Nope. Same stuff. So, it's the same stuff for dolphin. Let me go to my Wikipedia. Ooh, they have a lot of blubber. But, well, they're hunted in places such as in Japan. Sorry. It was a movie called Free Willy. That was a big hit. It just goes on. Evolution. They're descendants of land-dwelling mammals of the Antiodactyl order. In parentheses, even told ungulates. Ungulates. Wikipedia be going. They give you the whole shebang. The anatomy. They got a lot of teeth. Thick layers of blubber. It's for protection. They have a two-chambered stomach that is similar in structure to terrestrial carnivores. They have fundic in fundic and pyloric pyloric chambers. So those are the two stomachs. Their reproductive organs are located inside the body with genital slits on the ventral, that's the belly, side. Males have two slits, one concealing the penis and one further behind for the anus. So these are two slits. Females have one genital slit housing the vagina and the anus with a mammary slit on either side. And I was looking, I don't know if it was this or whatever paper I was looking at. I came across female dolphins can alter their slit. So that wasn't the word that I read. What I was reading, they used the word genital. They can alter it depending on who they want to mate with. So that just kind of falls in line with the one slit right here. And it's a 2-in-1 slit. They're intelligent. They're known to teach, learn, cooperate, scheme, and grieve. Oh. There's many species. In humans, these cells, I guess I'm not getting into all that. I'm really not. Anyway, behavior, socialization. We know that they can be mean. And sleeping. Yeah, do they sleep? Generally, dolphins sleep with only one brain hemisphere in low wave sleep at a time, thus maintaining enough consciousness to breathe and to watch for possible predators and other threats. Sleep stages earlier in sleep can occur simultaneously in both hemispheres. All right. Okay, whatever. All right, so back to I guess knowing all this, would I swim with them again? Of course, because they're in captivity, so they've been trained. But what if I go to like somewhere and I jump in the ocean or something, which I won't. I'll get my feet wet, but so no, so I wouldn't be doing that. So I'm in the clear with all of that dolphin stuff. They like to jump and play. Yep, but they will beat your internal organs, so. Alright, so it just keeps going. It just keeps going. I don't know what the controversy is. Oh, the controversy with them being in captivity. I never saw Free Willy, but from what I think is they want the Free Willy. I think he got out though. I never saw it. I'm sure they freed Willie. I think the boy was on his back when he jumped over the wall. I think I remember seeing something like that. But there's some controversy because I guess people feel how they feel. They want them to be free and not be in captivity. Whales go through that too. But anyway, back to dolphins. Like those big aquariums, like SeaWorld and stuff like that. It's people out there that, oh my God, they hate SeaWorld because they think it's inhumane. Not inhumane. It's not good for animals. Gosh, what was that? It's a word for it. I don't know. There's a debate over the welfare of, I don't know what that is. Cetaceans, Cetaceans. Maybe that's a type of whale. In captivity, and often welfare can vary greatly depending on the level of care being provided at the particular facility. So in the United States, facilities are regularly inspected by federal agents to ensure the high standard of welfare is maintained. Additionally, facilities can apply to become accredited by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, AZA, which requires, this is for accreditation, it requires the highest standard of animal care and welfare in the world to be achieved. So, facilities such as SeaWorld and the Georgia Aquarium are accredited by the AZA. So the controversy comes in because people who are against having these mammals in captivity, they develop pathologies such as the dorsal fin will collapse, seen in 60 to 90% of male orca. Okay, so that's what that word was. Oh no. Anyway, male orcas, 60 to 90% of their dorsal fins collapse. Captivities have vastly reduced life expectancies, on an average only living into their 20s, although there are examples of orcas living longer, including several over 30 years old, and two captive orcas, Corky the second and Lolita, they're in their mid-40s. In the wild, females who survive infancy live 46 years on the average, and up to 70, 80 years in rare cases. So, it's a picture here, Shamu. Is Shamu, I think, yeah, Shamu was a whale. They just threw that in. But in 2009, it's a picture of Shamu jumping out the water at SeaWorld, I'm assuming, and his dorsal fin is collapsed. Everybody clapping. That poor thing. Anyway, so they just remain in captivity. People don't like it. The military, they use dolphins. What military is this? They have employed dolphins for various purposes, from finding mines to rescuing lost or trapped humans. The military use of dolphins drew scrutiny during the Vietnam War, when rumors circulated that the United States Navy was training dolphins to kill Vietnamese divers. The United States Navy denies that at any point dolphins were trained for combat. Dolphins are still being trained by the United States Navy for other tasks as part of the U.S. Navy Marine Mammal Program. Doing what? See, that's when I be wanting to know. The Russian military is believed to have closed its marine mammal program in the early 1990s. And in 2000, the press reported that dolphins trained to kill by the Soviet Navy had been sold to Iran. Okay, dolphins is all up in the mix. All up in the mix. I'm moving on. Oh, cuisine. So Wikipedia is talking about the cuisine, which over here I was talking about in Taiwan. They kind of selling it, but not really selling it. Cuisine. In some parts of the world, such as Taiji, Taiji, it's in Japan, and the Faroe Islands, Faroe, dolphins are traditionally considered as food and are killed in harpoon or dive hunts. Dolphin meat is consumed in a small number of countries worldwide, which include Japan and Peru, where it's referred to as chancho marino or sea pork. While Japan may be the best known and most controversial example, only a very small minority of the population has ever sampled it. Dolphin meat is dense and such a dark shade of red as to appear black. Fat is located in a layer of blubber between the meat and the skin. When dolphin meat is eaten in Japan, it is often cut into thin strips and eaten raw as sashimi, garnished with onion and either horseradish or grated garlic. All right, so they're eating it. Cooked dolphin meat has a flavor very similar to beef liver. Health concerns. Okay, they're hurting people. We know. We know. All right, so let me see. Oh, this one I skipped over. This was talks about the U.S. Navy too. So the Navy using dolphins. Why? Oh, to find equipment and lost humans. I said that already. All right, so whatever. I wonder what that's like. What are they doing? All right, just goes to, so we're at 51:07. Still trying to get that hour. So I think I had enough of dolphins. Please excuse the flipping of the papers. Just want to make sure I covered everything. Yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, I still like dolphins. And I enjoy swimming with them. So anyway, thank you for stopping by. My name is Erica LaShawn. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's hot outside today. So I think that's about it. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much. And have a good day. And I'll see you next time. Bye.